Hey guys, what's up? Jared here, Dex and Dice, just giving you a quick ramblings of an LGS owner. Need to explain the gap in content. Essentially, I got a wicked ass, well, cussed within the first 30 seconds, so anyways, got a wicked ass head cold, and then literally the day after, the family got a stomach virus, and I held out for like a day or two, and then I got it for like 24 hours, and well, it was more like 48. I probably had it for like 2 days. Anyways, family got a stomach virus, and I was done, having to recover from that. So that took probably a solid week and a half between both fucking instances of sickness. We'll put it that way. And then just kind of having to play catch up. Excuse me. Having to play catch up with some back end stuff, trying to figure out what was going on with the shop. Not like anything was going on with the shop, but like what dumb shit may or may not have happened, so forth and so forth. Just, checking in while I was gone, seeing what was going on. Then basically just general plotting and scheming, figuring out stuff for the shop and all that. Like when there's a big ass gap in between these videos, there's a legitimate reason. It's mainly, as I've said before in other videos, I'm just a busy ass dude. Like I no more simple way to put that, and I know everyone's like, "You're not really that busy." I kind of am. Um, and I guess I kind of want to touch on that a little bit too. And I'm going to try to speak a little quicker and shit because we open in like 45 minutes, and I was doing shit prior to coming in to do this. Um, for the shop and at the house, but like Thrillbo was saying that maybe I should do some sort of a day in the life of kind of shit like he's seen on other channels. I don't really think that would be necessary, but I think that I should just kind of give you a general layout of what my day consists of because I know most of you see the shop is open for like a whopping anywhere between like 5 hours, 8 hours, and then like on Fridays or whenever there's a key holder still here, we just kind of close whenever the fuck we feel like it. So like, there's kind of a schedule, kind of not, but anyways, typical day for me is I wake up with the kids or kid, whichever one wakes up first. That could be anywhere between 4 a.m., 4:30, 5:30 a.m. If they're feeling generous, they sleep until 6. So like my day starts with me waking up at any time between those time periods. The actual like work day though for me with the shop starts at probably about 7 a.m., 7:30 when I hop on the computer. I look at distros, I look at what's up for sale, I look at marketplaces, I look for collections for sale. Um, I look at emails that have been sent over the night. I respond to emails that have been sent over the night. I go to the shop, I get the orders that were packed up the day before. I pack up and ship out the orders. I talk to distros, I talk to other people. Like between the hours of 7:30, yeah, we'll say 7:30. Just fucking say 8 to make it look like I'm not as busy or whatever. From like 8 until we open the shop at like 2, I'm literally doing shit. I'm working. And then, we don't close until 6, 7, 8. Even when we close the fucking doors, I'm still working for this place. I am talking to people still. I'm answering messages. People message me, hey, what's going on? Do you have this? Is this going to be available? Stuff like that. Which, by the way, I don't mind. I'm just letting people know that just because there's a time frame with the shop being open and closed does not mean my bitch ass is not constantly fucking working. Um, so, and this isn't even like a, oh, woe is me bullshit. It's literally just a, hey, in case you didn't realize, I'm not just working 5 hours a fucking day. Here's what actually goes on. And then you tack on the being a husband father thing because I have 3 kids and I have a wife and I have to make sure that shit gets done sometime between the day with them or for them, even though Thank God the boy is 15 years old and I can basically just delegate some shit, but there's still some shit that I have to make sure is done and is at least in line to be done within the next couple of days. So that's my day in the life of rough layout of my work day, work week, because it doesn't fucking stop. Like I've said in other videos, the only days that I actually get off are when I'm sick. Pretty much about it. And random holidays that, like, I know that nothing is gonna fucking happen, like, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Um, 4th of July was a fluke this year. The minions literally were like, we're bored, we have nothing else better to do, we're opening the shop, and I was like, do your thing. But yeah, so that's like a rough version of a day in the life of my bitch ass as an LGS owner. It's not marvelous, not great. A lot of people couldn't handle it because it is stressful as shit. As in other videos, I said I have like anxiety to begin with, and I have had to leave this bitch because I've had panic attacks and shit, just because shit gets overwhelming. But moving on. So yeah, that's the gap, is because I got sick and then just had to play fucking catch up with some shit, and then just general not having time to make the videos. So yeah, I apologize about the big ass gap. I'm going to try to get better on that, but there's no fucking promises. Just laying that out there. If you are a local and you know how things roll, or you've been watching the channel randomly, you know that I'm pretty much as transparent as possible with you guys, just to let you know what the hell's going on. Like, don't expect some professional level bullshit from this, because I don't have the time, effort, and resources to do anything professional with this. Literally got the webcam, a fucking microphone, and some fucking lights. Boom, that's all you're getting for the foreseeable fucking future. Sorry, not sorry. I love you. Thank you for the support. Please share videos, make them sub to shit, grow this stuff. Let's see what the fuck we can do, because grassroots stuff and all that, la 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 la, just, yeah, like, share, subscribe, hee hee. So, I'll touch on Modern Horizons 3 and Assassin's Creed. Everyone knows MH3's been doing phenomenal. It was great. Like always, it's too fucking expensive. I guess I'll buy some, is what happened. Even with the fucking singles, people bitch about the singles are too expensive, and then they buy it. Luckily, the reprints for the fetch lands made shit more manageable for people just to get like basic bitch versions of them, which are just fine. They do the same thing the other versions do. So there's that. But again, as I've said in other videos, it's good for you guys, but shitty at the same time, because I've seen this with some people that have been trying to sell me collections. You think you've got $6,000 worth of shit, and you've only got like 2,000, just because of everything being fucking reprinted, just because of the way shit has fallen, so forth and so forth. It's just what we're in right now. It's just the way that the market is. I'm horribly sorry about that, because that even affects my bitch ass, because shit that I bought 8 months ago has not grown in value, or there's a good chance that it's lost some value. There's outliers here, but overall, in a general sense, it's either stayed the same or possibly gotten a little worse. It's just the way it is, nature of the beast, blah. So yeah, just wanted to throw that one out there. Having stuff that's cheap and available is great for players, but if something fucks up and you need to sell some cards to replace an AC unit, make some rent, get some groceries, a car payment or whatever, keep in mind that that fucking $1,200 pile that you might have, looked at 8 months ago, 6 months ago, 4 months ago is probably now only $700-800 worth of shit, maybe $9. Again, there's outliers, there's unicorns, there's always unicorns in scenarios like that, to where that $1,200 pile might still be $1,200, or it might even be a little bit more. But in general, your shit's losing value, my shit's losing value. It's just the way that it is. It's going to get better. It's already kind of on a curve to get better, but currently, again, it is what it is. So, boom. Assassin's Creed, however, I knew that was a niche thing just from me managing GameStop for a couple of years. It's a niche little group of people. Yeah, they're diehards and all that shit, but I didn't really think it was going to do much. It didn't really do much, but at least here at the shop, it didn't just thud like I've been seeing in other places. I didn't buy a lot. I didn't invest too much into it. I don't have that much left over. I knew this shit was not going to be the next best thing, which everyone else knew too, but I guess they just put in for a normal amount of orders anyways, just because, but whatever, to each their own. um, so here it didn't really do bad. It didn't impact my sales too terribly. um, I have broken even and made some because like I have this weird little thing where I will try my damnedest to sell sealed the first 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks of a launch. And then yeah, I do crack singles for the shop and all that good stuff. But after that initial, I'll even say month, just to give you an even number. After that month, basically anything I have left over that I probably just don't need to put maybe one, two, three boxes in the case just so the case doesn't look fucking skeleton, I crack and I sell that shit just to be able to move it, because if motherfuckers weren't buying boxes then, they're not going to buy boxes now. They're going for the singles. I might as well try to make some of my fucking money back versus listing it on TCG or whatever for $125 when the fucking boxes cost me $120, and TCG takes an automatic fucking 10% for selling on their platform anyways. I lose money either way. It's quicker. There's a quicker turnaround for selling the singles than it would be for me marking a box down to where I don't make shit. Um, Honestly, with the current plans I have in progress, I would rather have the bulk of shit laying around that didn't sell, just because, like I said, with what I have in the works, it'll give me inventory. But I'm not going to go into detail on that because fuck that shit. Um, I know that there's people that, and I love you guys, that watch this and probably go and tell competition, to put it lightly, the plans and everything that's going on, and then it just gets mimicked. And honestly, that kind of doesn't really piss me off, but it's like, what the fuck, man? You know, like, I'm the new guy on the block, and you're copying me. Like, it should be the other way around. But anywho, um, let me move on to what I mentioned in, well, fuck, no, it was Discord, so no one publicly really knew it unless you're in the Discord. Uh, for those of you that haven't caught on yet, or really just don't know the type of person I am when it comes to like business and doing shit and everything, um, first let me say I understand that I come off as this ignorant, dumbass motherfucker that doesn't know what's going on. I assure you that's really not the case. Yes, there are some times where I get shit wrong, but everyone gets shit wrong. I just speak and present myself in a manner to where there is not a very good chance that what I'm trying to convey to people gets lost in translation. So that's the way I am when I speak and talk and present myself, because it's just easier that way. I may come off as crude and crass and all that shit, and may even shove some people away from the shop or doing business with me, but I mean, realistically, if you're going to be an uppity fuck like that, I probably didn't want to deal with you anyways. Um, Anywho, the shop is good, the shop is great. It's leveling off, it's doing its thing, it's supplying what it should, barely, mind you. Like, I'm still contemplating getting a part-time job just because it's so fucking close that I don't like it. But all in all, it's doing what it's supposed to do. That's great, grand, but plateauing is bullshit. I don't like plateauing. It lulls you into a false sense of security and you stop trying to do things. I don't give a fuck what it is. You just stop trying. I'm not about that life. Um, When shit plateaus, that's when I start looking at stuff, picking apart things, being like, hey, what can I try? What can I do? What in this specific area might need to change? What can I do just to get stuff going back up? Yeah, it might fall back down, but you don't know if you don't fucking try something new. So, like, I hate plateauing. This might bother people too because there's always something constantly going on at the shop, but you don't get anywhere sitting on your ass and not trying to do new things. You just don't. You get the same old, same old, same old, and if that fucking same old shit is your thing, then by all means go for it. That's you. It's great. I know a lot of people who are that way. I'm just not. And I'm not saying I'm trying to be a fucking millionaire either. I'm just saying that I don't like sitting on my ass when I know there's something else that can be done to benefit my current situation. And it's just kind of the way I am. And the shitty part about it is the hardest thing to do and the right thing to do are usually one and the same. So, yeah, trying new shit is hard. But a lot of the times, I don't want to say it like pays off tremendously, but it helps keep moving you in the direction you're supposed to go. So, long story short, plateauing bad. To me, plateauing bad. Just can't do it. So that's why shit changes at the shop. That's why we're changing up stuff with the Commander League and all that good shit. Because frankly, I'm kind of to the point with it to where no one is going to be happy 100% of the time, and there's just a lot of, I don't even want to say issues because there's not really issues, but it's just griping a little bit because there's some people that have the big fish in the little pond mindset, and we're trying to get away from that. We're trying to force those people to do something else, which is why we're breaking it up into two separates. One's going to be casual, one's going to be CEDH, but I'll get into that a little bit later. The other thing that I would like to touch on would be the current website. Um, with all the changes that are going on and all that, I haven't been on there to actually update everything as far as the event calendar and all that goes. The Facebook and the Discord, I believe, should be 100% accurate. I just haven't had the time to actually go into the website and adjust everything, which I will definitely try to get around to doing that within the next couple of days. So for those of you who use the website, I apologize. Some of that is old information, and I will definitely try to get around to updating that. Just check the Facebook page or join the Discord. All the events and everything are 100% accurate on that. So, yeah. Moving on to the Patreon. For those of you who have joined, like, fucking thank you. It's phenomenal. I'm going to be working on revamping that a little bit. I'm talking to other creators currently that have Patreons and trying to figure out, like, kind of the do's and don'ts of that because that's completely new to me. I would love to open up a tier or add a perk to a tier to where I can start shipping shit out, but my thing is I wish there was a way to region lock stuff, and I mean no offense to anyone like in the West Coast area or whatever, but I wish there was a way to like region lock it because if from talking to other creators and stuff, like if I were to ship a case of something out to California or Oregon or Washington, from here on the other side of the country, you end up making, I think it's like less than $20 on the case just due to like the shipping costs, and 9 times out of 10 with the Patreon, you're trying to offer better pricing in general. So like unless you're moving a shit ton of volume, it's really not worth it. And currently, moving a shit ton of volume is what we're gearing up towards, but we're not quite at that level yet. So that's why I'm wanting to make additions or whatever to the Patreon. But if I can't find a way to like region lock something, I probably won't. It'll most likely stay the same. Or maybe I'll do something to where like the person, if they're not local or whatever, like they pay half the shipping or whatever. Um, I'm still trying to figure that one out. Uh, so like TBD on that. I'll let you guys know when I actually do go in and make the changes. But currently, nothing is changing. It's just I'm looking into doing some changes. So yeah. Also, check out the website or the link to the Patreon will be in the description in the comments. Um, if you're local, by all means, support us. You get 10% at the base level. You get 10% off a sealed. If you decide to go for the $20 one or the 25, I think it's 20. I should remember, but I'm dumb. You get 10% off of sealed and singles. Shit pays for itself. Like 100% pays for itself. As with all subscription fees and all that good shit, I'm just banking on that maybe 1 month you won't use it. you know? So, like, there's that. But I'm also, like, if you're watching this and you live in fucking Idaho or some shit and you just like to support game shops, by all means, I would appreciate the support. Again, I'm working on stuff to be able to ship things out. But even just being like, hey, you're an LGS, despite the fact you're kind of an asshole, I've looked your stuff over and I like you. Here, have some money. More than acceptable, too. Fucking thank you. Appreciate that greatly. Um, so, yeah, that's what I have kind of in the works for Patreon. It's just there's a lot of little shit going on that I'm trying to research, like do R&D with, that takes up a lot of time and mental effort. So again, it is what it is. There's that plateauing thing. I can't do it. It's just bad for me. Like I said, if you're the kind of person that can just slug away at the same thing every day and just you like the whole mundane, everything is you know what's going to happen, then kudos, because realistically, I kind of envy that. Most of my family that's still alive, which is like a whopping 8 of you, most of you are like that. Like, they just work a job, they don't do anything special, they only get off when they request it or when there's a holiday, and then they just slug through the rest of the shit like a happy little cog. I can't do that. Um, so, yeah, pushing forward. This last little bit definitely goes towards the locals only, and it is going to be for the Commander League shit that we do at the shop. Uh, look for everything to be finalized for the next month and preceding Commander Leagues. We are splitting it up into a legitimate casual Commander League and a CEDH League. Currently, the Commander League, the casual Commander League, we will cap the power level of the decks at 6, and we have a tentative, like, to start out with ban list of cards and commanders that just won't fly in the casual scene. Like, it's legitimately going to be casual. It's going to be for the people that either just now starting or the old veterans that really don't give a shit about like competing in like hardcore Magic. They just want to come in here, play some shit, drink a beer, and GTFO. That was for you, Beer Brian. I'm not trying to call you out, but you know, and like I think a lot of people fall more into that casual category than they realize. Um, but that's just my personal opinion. So the CDH, we're gonna start the power level at that at 7 and go to 10, obviously. Um, with the CDH, dude, it is literally going to be just the normal commander ban list and get good or get fucked. Like that's the way it's going to be. I will allow for 100% proxy decks just because shit gets horribly expensive, and that's really going to be it for CDH. It's just 100% proxy, normal commander ban list, get good or get fucked. That's it. End of story. Um, and as far as like prizing and stuff goes for the casual commander league, I'm still going to do $10, but it'll be you get one pack of the most recent set, or standard set rather, and then one pack goes towards a prize pool. We'll treat it kind of like we do our Digimon shit, where you pay $10, you get a pack, another pack goes to prize pool. At the end of the night, the top four, they split the prize pool. So that way you get something at the end of the night if you top in the top four. Having to keep points every month and all that shit for the casual Commander League. I mean, it was fun and everything, but it kind of got to be a pain in the ass, like somewhat. Trying to kind of streamline things for minions too. The CDH is going to be like a $5 entry um, that we will keep points with, and we will keep a monthly tab of. But the only thing that you're going to win with that is going to be store credit currently. Depends on how many people, how well it goes. Um, Currently, it'll be like first place will be 20 store credits, second is 15, third and fourth will be $10 store credit, and that's just the way it's going to go for right now. So yeah, that's how the Casual Commander League and CDH is going to happen on Fridays. Both of them are going to run in tandem. We'll just separate the guys. For those of you who know the shop or whatever, like CDH will start up near where the new black 6-foot tables are and go down, and then the Casual Commander League will start at the topmost 8-foot table and go down. If it turns out we need more tables and there's no Warhammer dudes playing Warhammer, we can just use some of the Warhammer tables as well, which is probably what we'll end up doing if it happens. So, yeah, I think that's probably really about it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick video. I know it's like a 30-minute video, quick video. Let you guys know that I'm not dead. Shit just has been happening. I get busy. I can't keep a normal ritualistic schedule for videos and everything. It's just not within my wheelhouse currently. I hope to God someday soon I can just maybe just kick this shit off and I have the income to start paying motherfuckers to do shit, so it frees me up to go do more administration things like, like collection hunt or just deal hunt in general. Um, like I said in another video, I am looking for a bigger spot to move to because we've kind of outgrown the spot we're in. Um, I know through the weekdays it doesn't seem like it, but once Friday and Saturday hit, we usually get packed, and there's only like maybe a table or two left. And with the students coming back, I know that that's going to increase the people here. So like we're very much a college town without having to be in a college town, but it's just a thing. So anyways, kind of outgrown the space, kind of, but not really. I just foresee that being an issue, and I would rather go ahead and nip that shit in the bud, so that way I have room to grow versus being like, fuck, I have no room to grow, and just be in that scenario. So yeah. Anywho, as always, at the end, like, share, sub to this channel. We are on the Mean Green website too. You can look us up on there. It's the same thing, Dex and Dice LLC. All the social links and everything will be in the comment section. Follow us on there. Admittedly, I'm not very active on Twitter or Instagram sometimes, but just follow us anyways. Help us bump up the follow count. We don't forget to check out the Patreon. Let me just shill that one again. That shit helps. Like I said, I'm going to work on it to make it a little better or more appealing for people that aren't local. But yeah, that's the thing. And I don't think I have anything else to put out here except for Bloomborough. It's going to be fucking awesome. I've got everything you need. So don't worry about it. I should be able to fulfill everything that everyone wanted. Yeah, if not, it's a standard set. It's going to be in print for at least the next 3 years, 2 years, 2 or 3, whatever the hell it is. The only thing that might fall off would be the, well, bundles obviously, because those are one and done runs. That's also a little bit of like drama happening with Bloomborough is everyone finally caught on that the bundles are actually pretty badass and they just buy them all up. So they're short print. Same as collector boosters, but this time they don't seem to be as short print. Like I think I'm getting everything that I wanted, except for one of my distributors. I got knocked down to two collector boosters only. Um, but that it is what it is, and yeah, so it is what it is. The other huge chunk I wanted got approved, so I'm getting that. Um, Doing a pre-release for that too. We are WPN. We'll always be doing a pre-release. May not advertise it all the time because I just forget, but you know, it is what it is. Everyone always looks on event link anyways, and they call the shop to verify or they message. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else. And before I do find something else to ramble on, let me just leave you with my sage advice as always that you know, life's not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard, and you guys be safe out there. Have a good one.